Have you ever just wished you had a personal space, like a rough book, somewhere you could just wrestle with life's biggest questions? Well, today we're going to dive into exactly that, how to start one and why it might just be one of the most important things you ever do. It all starts with this one little word, doesn't it? Why? It's one of the first things we ever learn to ask, and honestly, it never really goes away. Whether it's why is this happening to me or why am I even here, that one question, it's this universal human thing. It's the spark that tells you you're looking for something more. And that's the real secret. Those moments when you stop and ask why, they're not just random thoughts floating by. They are, quite literally, the first step on a philosophical journey. You don't need a professor or a classroom for this stuff, just that curiosity we're all born with. So, what gets us to ask these big, heavy questions? It's usually not out of the blue. Life has this funny way of throwing these specific moments at us. Let's call them triggers that kind of force us to hit pause and really think about what we believe and why we believe it. I mean, just think about a huge crossroads in your life, maybe a career change or a massive relationship decision. All of a sudden, you have to get totally clear on your values. You're forced to ask, okay, what really matters to me here? That whole process of weighing your options, yeah, that's philosophy in action. Or how about those quiet moments, maybe late at night when you're just thinking about what's next? Planning your future isn't just about scheduling things. It's about imagining the kind of person you want to be, the life you actually want to live. It's this deep philosophical exercise in hope. And then there's probably the most common trigger of all, just getting through the day. Every little choice, how you talk to someone, whether you act with integrity when no one's watching. It's like a mini test. This constant effort to figure out right and wrong, that's not just being nice. It's practical, everyday ethics. Okay, so life serves up the questions, but where do the answers come from? Well, here's the thing. Philosophy isn't really a book of answers. It's something way better. It's a toolkit that teaches you how to think about the questions themselves. I just love how our source material puts it. A rough book for an aspiring philosopher. That phrase just nails it, doesn't it? It tells you that philosophy isn't some perfect, finished thing. It's a personal project. It can be messy. It's your space to figure things out. So yeah, let's just toss out that old stereotype of ancient dudes with long beards. At its heart, philosophy is really just a practical toolkit. It gives you the tools, kind of like a magnifying glass, to look at your own life and the world around you with so much more clarity. So what's actually in this toolkit? Well, for one, it helps you build much clearer, stronger arguments. It gives you ethical frameworks to lean on when you have to make those tough calls. It helps you in that big search for meaning. And maybe most important of all, it teaches you the art of asking better questions. All right, so you might be thinking, this sounds cool, but do I have to read like every dense philosophy book ever written? And the answer is a huge no. The beauty of this is that you can dive in as much or as little as you want. It's totally up to you. You can really see how it works on different levels. On the one hand, just using a bit of philosophy is super practical for everyday life. It'll help you spot a weak argument or understand where someone else is coming from. But if you want to go deep, a lot of philosophy can help you build an entire worldview, or even grapple with the nature of reality itself. It scales to whatever you need. And here's maybe the most freeing part of this whole idea. There's no final exam. There's no test at the end. The goal isn't to get a perfect score on life. It's just about understanding things a little better for you. This rough book is for your eyes only. So how do you start? How do you actually get going on your own rough book? It is so much simpler than you think. You don't need a fancy notebook or a special pen. All you need to do is pay attention to the next big question that just pops into your head. Please, let this one really sink in. We're so often taught that our deep questions are just distractions, but they're not. Your curiosity is the engine for your own growth. Those questions aren't a sign that you're lost. They are the entire point. They're what make you human. So I'll just leave you with this. Sometime today, just take a moment. What's the one thing that you are genuinely curious about right now? That one why that's been kind of nagging at you? Whatever just came to mind, that's it. That's your first entry. So what's the first question you're going to write down?